Hey, Kelly, how are you doing today?
Doing okay, Jess. How are you?
Good, good. I love summertime because I get to sleep in. Do you get to sleep in the summer a little bit?
Eventually, yeah, when summer happens here, which I have
Yeah,
about 3 more weeks.
yeah.
Looking
When
forward to it.
is Beckett done?
Uh, June 5th.
When Beckett is finally done, he's not done till June. Will you sleep in, or is he doing? So he's going into sixth grade, right? No, seventh grade. So will he do camp this year, or what's the plan?
He didn't get into camp because it's really competitive here in Chicago, and somehow we couldn't get him in. So yeah, I'm not really sure. We're still don't really have quite a plan yet. Just kind of take it by the seat of our pants and figure it out. I haven't really put much time into it. I'll just yeah.
Well, last year you were able to finagle both, like him in or both boys in.
Yeah, I did get him in last year,
Yeah,
because we knew all the camp. Yeah, just kind of like not great. It's not great. It's a real bummer. And it definitely frustrates me about living in the city
yeah,
because it literally filled up within a minute, and then there's all new camp people there because all the park district people who we knew all got promoted, and so I tried to contact the new people, but they just weren't having it. They weren't interested, and it's a bummer. We live a half a block from a school, a park that has a really great summer camp, and he can't get in. A lot of the kids in his school couldn't get in either. So I'm sure there are people who get bussed in or drive. I guess parents drive them in, but yeah,
okay. I am just filled with ideas for you. So, one of the things Dominic's baseball program is looking at is an old short bus. It's only $10,000. You have a summer home. I'm thinking we have some kind of lake camp where you hire a couple nannies. You get all the parents who didn't get in together. Bam. What would the buy-in be? I don't know.
yeah, that would require me doing work.
I
I
know.
think I'm
If
probably doing
someone could,
nothing.
yeah, if you could outsource it, you have the resources and connections to make the Camp Foxtail. Oh, I know. I
Yeah,
think
but
so
that
many
would,
parents, listeners, whoever has the emotional wherewithal and mental wherewithal to create something for middle schoolers and high schools for the summer, right before you can get a job. Because isn't that a dilemma for so many parents what to do
yeah,
with your
probably
children who
so.
can be left alone but can't get a job, and they're too cool for camps? You know what I mean? Like, I just think there is an opportunity there, a window of opportunity, because I think that's where so many of us struggle. What do you do
Yeah,
with a tween and teen in the summer?
yeah, yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do. And I frankly don't have the I don't I mean
Yeah, the
with the end of
bandwidth to give a
school,
F to try to
I
troubleshoot
don't
it.
I'll worry about it in a couple weeks, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those where I'm tired of competing, Jess. I'm tired of they're hard sometimes, and it's just like I don't want to put forth the effort. Like it was nice when we were kids and you didn't have to like try, and you just kind of got into things. Around Chicago without planning, you kind of lose out on things.
Yeah.
I'm tired of fighting all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, the alternative, both the kids are old enough they can be home and we can kind of just take it day by day. So we'll see. See how it goes
Yeah.
and see how my work goes as
Yeah.
well.
That's how I feel about Gabby's college when everyone's like, how are you getting there? What are you doing? What's happening? And I was like, well, I need to get through graduation. I needed to get through all of this. And I just kind of feel like, and maybe this is very dumb of me. And if you have collegiate students and you hear me talk, this may sound dumb, but I'm like, let's just get her there and then see what she needs. We're going to fly there. And so I just am like, I'm not going to bring all this crap. I think you and I have talked before. You have to live in a space to see what you need first. So she'll have a bed, she'll have a toothbrush and clothes. We'll figure it out. And it's like, so
Is that
I
what she
joined.
wants or what are her thoughts on it?
Well, she's very organized and she wants to have everything way ahead of time, but we don't even know her dorm room yet. Like freshmen don't get to pick their dorm rooms, I think, until July. So that's going to be a big deal, like knowing the size of her room and asking around. So she's like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this, 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 and this. And her roommate is out of Indiana and her roommate is driving and her roommate is buying like everything. And she told her roommate, like, oh, I'll chip in. Her roommate's not literally buying everything. Everyone is gifting her roommate everything. And the roommate's dad, I'm assuming, is handy. And so he wants to buy the refrigerator because he wants to make a shelf around it and put a built-in on it. And then she just bought the microwave, or someone gifted her the microwave. So she's driving, and her roommate's grandparents also live in the same town Gabby's school is in. And her roommate was like, just have stuff shipped to me and I'll drive it.
Oh, that's
Then
perfect. Yeah,
we
that's
have,
perfect.
but I'm just saying we don't know what we're going to need. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, I want to know, is it extra long sheets or is it normal twin sheet size? Like just little things that we have to wait to know. So when Gabby went to visit the school, she was hosted by a girl from Arizona. And her name is Maddie, and she's so sweet. And her and Gabby have kept contact this whole time. So I joined Center Parents' private Facebook group, which when I was looking at it, it was just parents complaining, like it was all the Karens. All the Karens are on that group complaining about the food and that their child doesn't have air conditioning or something. I'm like, let's all get a grip. So then there's also a Center Softball Families Facebook group that I'm on. So Maddie's mom found me and she reached out to me and was like, I am here if you have any questions. And I'm so excited. I have a ton of questions for her. However, I don't know what they are yet because I need to wait till we're getting closer to the situation. But she was like, we are driving. If you want to come to Arizona and bring us anything, we'll drive it for you. I go to Arizona all the time for baseball in the summer. And so she was like, if you're going to be here, like, let me know. And then you, me, and Maddie can all go meet up for lunch. And so that's so awesome. And so she said what they do, which is what you and I did at Notre Dame. Well, she said they rent a storage unit for the summer. And so she said, actually, her daughter is bringing back all of these clothes that she'd never wore the whole 2 years that she'd been there. So that's helpful to know. Okay, we can just get a storage unit, leave everything there, not have to worry every year about how we're going to bring stuff back and forth. I also was wondering, even though her roommate said we could have it shipped to her house, I was wondering about shipping it to the grandparents because
Yeah.
they live in the
Yeah,
town.
they live in the town. Yeah.
And we've also said, my husband is like, well, we're going to go visit her. We'll just bring her whatever she needs, right? So if she just goes with her summer clothes and then I fly and go see her in September, October and bring winter clothes. You know what I mean? So we were just like, we'll just go bring her stuff if she needs more, I guess.
We were able to store in our dorms.
You did?
Yeah.
You paid for like, they brought a big trailer and I would pay like the first summer, I think I paid a lot. The second summer, someone bought a big trailer and it was like $20. And we put our couch, we shoved everything in it.
Yeah, well, I didn't have much furniture. Yeah, I also had a big attic and you can just,
That's crazy.
we were allowed to put stuff up there. I remember just having a bunch of storage bins, like especially clothing, swapping
Yeah,
clothing in and out. You could easily
right.
do that in there. We were able to store stuff
Yeah.
like that in there.
I'll have to show you the one video I was able to find when I'm trying to stock dorms. Like her dorm is going to be like our dorm was, right? For freshmen. Then as you get older, like Kelly, this dorm is like gorgeous. And then you walk in and there's a living room, literally a fridge, a kitchen, a microwave, like literally a kitchen and like 4 bedrooms. And each bedroom is bigger than you and I's dorm room from freshman year. So it's like, that's why I'm like, we got to get through freshman year where I think there's going to be like no space. She's going to have to and there's no lofts allowed anymore. You and I got to do lofts.
But you can raise the twin, right? You can do raised.
Yeah, you can do risers.
And you can put a dresser underneath it.
And one girl I saw did the cubbies like how you have behind you. They laid them down. And I was like, oh, you could put that on wheels and roll it, slide it out and then do other stuff. So anyway, so my thought is I want to fly there. I'm taking like 4 or 5 days off and then I'll run back and forth to Walmart. I'll go drive to IKEA, wherever. Like Louisville's a huge city. It's only an hour, 20 minutes away, and Lexington's only 40 minutes away. So I can drive and go get anything she needs. So that was my thought is I'll run all over and get everything. I'm not doing anything else. I'm there for her. My thing really is Gabby has so much clothes and shoes. And then the mom had said all they wear, she goes, they just wear like athletic clothes all the time. So I'm like, Gabby's gonna have all of these beautiful clothes and end up just wearing sweatpants the whole time. Which I don't care. I'm just saying, like, anyways, it'll be interesting. So whatever.
Yeah, she's going to find her own way. And it is
Yeah.
hard because you hear what other people are doing and then you're not sure if it's going to work for you either.
Yeah,
Or
I
like
just am
Gabby's
like,
going to have a different experience and different journey than them too, you know?
yeah, I'm just not, I feel, I stress about stupid things and not important things. And so it's just not something I'm stressed about. I'm just like, it'll be fine. Whatever. Like she'll have a bed when she gets there and like
Yeah, no, I understand. I don't think it's worth stressing about. I mean,
yeah.
if it's something to your point, it sounds like, right? It's not important to you right now. Like
Yeah,
you're
Gabby
like,
wants, when you say what's important to her, she wants aesthetics. She wants the sheets picked out, the curtains picked out, a carpet picked out, everything they're going to hang on the wall. How's it going to look gorgeously and aesthetically? And that's where I feel like, well, how much wall space do you have? Like I've saw some cute little hacks and stuff that I've seen people do, but like what does her wardrobe literally look like? You and I did you have a closed wardrobe? Mine was open.
I don't even remember.
And so there are hacks on things you can put on the wardrobe doors, but how do you know we have doors on the wardrobe? So, like, even when the boys stayed at Cooperstown, those were just open cabinets.
Well, it's hard too because she's going to a school. It's not like everybody, like around here, a lot of people go to Illinois, right? Well, everyone already knows what the dorm situation is and where you want to
Yeah.
go and what floor you
Yeah.
want to be on and blah, 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 blah. So it's easier to like, you know what to expect.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like what you're saying too is you don't know what to expect. You are
Mm-hmm.
a planner, but
Yeah.
you're not going to stress about an unknown. Wait until you
Yeah.
get there,
Yeah.
understand the knowns, and plan
Yeah.
accordingly.
And it's so wonderful that we have a mom and a family that is from the Southwest that has to deal with it. Like their daughter does not probably have a appropriate winter coat or snowshoe, like whatever it is they've had to deal with on what to bring because they're moving to a
Mm-hmm.
whole different climate and different area of the world. And also, like, I felt like she was also like, I'll be there for you emotionally because your child's going really far away and I know what that feels like. Very cool. So I feel like I'll use her as a resource when my brain switches to college planning mode, but my brain has not clicked there yet. So we'll see. I'm gonna miss her driving because like Dom has half days and I'll be like, "Oh, can you go get Dom? Can you go get this?" I'm like, that's going to be tough. Also, Dominic is getting his permit, so he'll be practicing driving all summer. So we'll see how that goes. How's Wes doing with the driving?
Slow. I mean, he's been playing baseball 6 days a week, so we really haven't been doing much of anything else.
Yeah. Like, do you have him drive? When you drive him to school, does he drive?
No, he's not. He does not want to drive like that. It's too. He's afraid. Honestly,
Yeah.
he's still afraid because it's a little crazy. So he's just got to get more time behind the wheel, and we just haven't done it.
Do they
Um,
have, like, no one has driver's ed anymore? Do they have driver's ed there?
not DePaul, but
Yeah.
the public schools do. Yeah. But it's just classroom. The
Mm.
driving part is not there. At least as far as I know, they have to go through some
We
different
have
process.
something here, and it might be nationally if you want to check out. It's called Driver's Edge, and it's free. And it never worked out for Gabby to go. And of course, it doesn't work out for Dominic to go because they have it the day he gets his permit. So, like, he can't do it because you have to have your permit to do it. And they do it where they have you drive in different conditions. So like they simulate like rain and slick conditions and all different kinds of stuff. And then I think then they automatically get 4 hours toward their thing. And I know a lot of people have done it and thought it was really great. It's like a defensive driving course
Yeah.
that's free. I think it's national. But they go between here and Reno, and the times never worked out. Like for Gabby to be able to do it, but that might be something that would be cool too.
Yeah. There's a company here called Nova that's got pretty much a monopoly on the driving ed situation. So that's the class he went, and he has 8 hours of behind the wheel that we paid for. So it's just a matter of getting those scheduled. But again,
Yeah.
in Chicago, it fills up. So you got to plan accordingly. And I just don't know what his schedule is going to be.
You're so
So
burnt out. It sounds like you just want to
yeah.
blow things up right now.
Yeah. It's really annoying. It's like everything
Oh,
requires planning and stuff. And anyway, it's fine. I'll figure it out.
yeah.
Eventually it
He'll
works
drive one
itself
day.
out.
Sometime he'll drive.
Well, I mean, he's got a
Uh,
9-month waiting period anyway, so
yeah.
we've got time.
How many
He's
do they have to
got
get so many hours?
50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, it's like November 14th, I think, is his 9-month mark. So, yeah, we'll get it going in the summer. We have a lot more. He'll have a lot more time to do that. So, we'll get it
Yeah.
figured out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cool he has it. Like a lot of people here don't even get their permit. Like they just wait till they're 18. Because when you're 18, I don't think you
You
have to
get it
take a
right away. I don't think
driver's
you have to do
test. You
all
just
the.
have to take a test, a written test or something.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think you have to take classwork. And yeah, I don't have to do all the, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's less hoops. And
Yeah.
also, like, once you turn 18, you can do whatever you want. Because, like, up until then, I think you can only have, like, one non-adult in the car with you, blah, blah, blah. There's
Yeah.
all
You
kinds of
guys have more
restrictions.
rules. Justin had in New York, they had rules like you couldn't drive at night until you're 17 or something. Like New York had
Mm.
some rules too. Um, but it is like nice too, even though I think it's very scary as a parent to have your kid on the road. And even though it's such an arduous journey, I do think it is so wonderful when when like if you think about how much of your time you're taxing children around, like to have that taken off your plate is just so freeing. And I remember that feeling with Gabby to have, like just to know, okay, that's one thing off your plate. That's a huge deal.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do you have anything you're looking forward to this summer?
I'm just looking forward to some great weather. I'm looking forward to being outside more and getting active outside more and really just enjoying the summer. It goes by so fast in Chicago. So, and it's been nice here and there. I'll be also looking forward to no schedules, like you were saying, just sleeping in, just not having to feel like we need to be from thing to thing all the time. So
Yeah.
that's a huge, it's just kind of a nice relax. Also, not worrying about homework and grades and all of that stuff too. So I'm looking forward to just, kind of taking my own mental break. How about
That
you?
that's where I feel like it is why I love summer. It's just a lot off the mental load.
Yeah,
Not having to check
exactly.
what the next day is. Like when you're saying homework, projects, grades, managing that, managing lunches, managing transportation. It's so much simpler in the summer for us. Like, even though they're still in sport, it's practices at night. You know what I mean? So it's like we're home and then we can deal with it then. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
we can just sleep in and relax. And it's more managing play dates and stuff like, having friends over and things like that. But it'll be nice this summer to relax. And that is so much of what we've been focusing on this summer, right? Is just joy, intentional living, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for all the stuff we're putting out to really be able to soak up joy in this short season.